girl from gym class?
No, that's me.
Oh. Who is she and why does she have her own song?
Did someone take my lunch? Pepper Ann, marching in her own parade. Pepper Ann, she's like one in a million. Pepper Ann, much too cool for 7th grade. No one's cooler than Pepper Ann. She's her own biggest fan, Pepper Ann.
Scuff marks! I can't show them to you because I can't pick them up.
Doesn't this violate child labor laws?
Come on, selling spices isn't that hard. I thought you'd be all over this fundraiser for new textbooks.
Oh, I'm all for new books, but we have a Buy New Books fundraiser every semester, and I've yet to see any new books. Where are the books?
I don't mind fundraisers, as long as they don't call them fundraisers. That just bugs.
I just want to win the grand prize. The student who sells the most spices wins an entire set of life-size Cutie Magootie Boys standees that were made before Tyler left the group to launch his unsuccessful solo career. They will
be mine.
Oh, come on, Dieter. You won the Crazy Twin Shenanigans Tina and Gina standees in the last fundraiser.
And the girls need company.
We made an agreement, Lederhosen. East of Cashew Creek is my territory.
Okay. I will leave if you go sell some paprika to old lady Gruber. They say she is the meanest old lady alive, and her house is haunted. Haunted. Okay, I'm through.
I'm not going up there, and not because the house is haunted, but because I've tried to sell old lady Gruber stuff every year, and she's never bought one thing from me, ever.
Hi, I'm Pepper Ann Pearson from Hazelnut Elementary School. How are you today?
I don't want your crazy seeds.
Hi, I'm
I don't want your crazy magnets. I don't want your crazy... whatever.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you were a chicken.
I am not a chicken.
Bark, 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 bark.
Okay, I'll do it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm through.
I was wondering when your skinny face was gonna show up on my doorstep again. What crazy garbage are you hawking now?
Fine, you don't have to buy anything, but would it kill you to be nice for once?
Attention, students. I'd like to thank all of you, well, most of you, for participating in our most recent fundraiser. And our grand prize winner is Pepper and Pear.
Where are they? Where are my Cutie Magootie Boys?
You can pick them up tomorrow. Vera's in charge of the prizes, and she's out today. Her mother passed away.
Vera's mother? Wow! She must have been old. I mean, really, really, really old.
Well, they didn't call her Old Lady Gruber for nothing.
Huh? Would it kill you to be nice for once? What have I done?
Pearson, quit mumbling and get back to class. I've got work to do.
Wow, that's really sad about Vera's mother, isn't it?
You wonder what it was that finally nudged her onto that great big scary old house in the sky.
It was you.
It was you.
It was you.
It was you. It was you.
It was you.
It was me. I killed your mother. The last words I said to her were, would it kill you to be nice for once? And it did.
I must have told her that 10 times a day for the last 6 decades.
You did?
Oh, honey, it wasn't your fault. My mother was 114 years old. She lived a long, long, happy and full life.
114?
You know, Pepper Ann, I'd be honored if you'd say a few words at her memorial service.
Me?
My mother used to talk about how she loved it when the neighborhood kids would stop by to sell stuff. Those kids hawking their crazy wares keep me young, she'd always say. See you Friday at 3.
What in the world am I going to say at that memorial service? I don't know anything about Old Lady Gruber except that I didn't like her.
Old Lady Gruber, you hardly knew her, so you better ask around. Ooh, ah.
Huh?
Everybody's got a story, a side you haven't seen, especially when they live to be 114. Ooh, bop.
Ask around, huh?
Old Lady Gruber? Well, let me tell you, she is the worst neighbor I have ever had the misfortune to live next door to.
Well, she died yesterday and...
She died? Oh, that poor, dear old woman.
But I thought you said she was a terrible neighbor.
I meant terribly wonderful.
And you can tell Old Lady Gruber that Old Lady Nelson says she can keep her collectible frog plates.
Well, that might be hard. You see, Old Lady Gruber passed away, and...
Oh, that poor, dear old woman. B16!
Bingo!
Oh, that poor, dear old woman.
Mom, you just said Old Lady Gruber was bitter and mean and should have her driver's license revoked.
Peppy, please. I would never speak ill of the dead, and neither should you.
And so we say goodbye to dear Mrs. Gruber, the most caring and kind and beloved member of this community.
Liar! Beloved my behind! You didn't even like me! That was the biggest load of hooey I've ever heard! And I still don't want your crazy madness! Boo to you! Yeah.
But everyone else didn't like you either. But when they found out you died, they all acted like you were a saint.
It's called hypocrisy. And me and my crew are gonna bust a song for you.
That's right, yeah. Hip, 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 hypocrisy. You're not being straight with me. You're thinking one thing, brother, but you're saying the other. Hip, 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 hypocrisy.
No! Oh, phew, that was just a nightmare.
It was just a nightmare.
So grab your fuzzy teddy bear.
What am I gonna do? The memorial service is this afternoon. If I say something nice, does it make me a hypocrite because I didn't even like Old Lady Gruber? Or is it more important to honor someone who's passed away? Mom, what should I say?
Peppy, Vera asked you to speak. Just listen to your heart. What do you want to say?
Thanks, Mom. Mom was no help. What should I say?
All I know is that I was always afraid of Old Lady Gruber. I'd cross the street when I got near her house.
I always envied her ominous moniker, Old Lady Gruber.
It's weird. I still cross the street by her house, even though I know she's not there.
Hey, could you guys start calling me Old Man Kamalani?
That does it. I'm gonna tell Vera I can't do it. Vera, can I talk to you?
Do you mind carrying this up for me? I have to feed my mother's cats.
Okay, the thing is, I don't think...
You'd never believe how those cats ended up here. You see, my mother had this gripe with the cable TV guy. Nice fella, but oh. And then there was the time my mother thought the sparrows were plotting to... Oh, look at me going on like this. You came here to tell me something and I've been yakking non-stop. It's just my mother. Whoa, she was one of a kind. So what did you want to tell me?
Just that I'll see you at the memorial service.
I'd like to thank you all for coming today to pay tribute to Mrs. Edna Gruber. And now, Pepper Ann Pearson would like to say a few words.
I don't know how many of you knew Mrs. Gruber very well, but I do know that everyone in Hazelnut knew who Old Lady Gruber was. And everyone was sad to hear that she had died. I think Hazelnut kind of hoped she'd live on that hill forever in that house that might be haunted. I know I kind of did, even though she never bought anything for me for school fundraisers. Hazelnut will never forget Mrs. Edna Gruber. She was truly one of a kind.
Hey, girl, don't dump me like the trash.
Quit singing! Vera, hello.
Thanks again for your frank yet kind words at the memorial service, Pepper Ann. Mom would have hated anything too sappy.
You're welcome.
I came by to tell you that you were mentioned in my mother's will. Apparently, she admired the way you always tried to sell her stuff even though she didn't buy anything. It showed spunk. So she made a donation to charity in your honor.
Wow, I guess you never really know about people, huh?
People are like books, you can't judge them by the cover.
Aha! I knew it! You're using the fundraiser money to line your own pockets. You make me sick, Principal. The books! But the car...
Oh, that? Oh, well, old lady Gruber left it to me. I was like a great-great-grandson to her.
Principal Hickey, when I said sick, I meant that in a good way. Can I help you carry these in?
So as you can see, the one cell has divided into two genetically identical daughter cells.
She never shuts her yap. Why won't she just shut her yap?
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm squishing your head, Alice Kane.
We need to talk, P. Ann.
She must have heard me squishing her head. That's impossible. Hey, ow! What in the... Of course she heard you. You're always talking to yourself like some lonely old coot. You better watch that mouth of yours, sister. Who's gonna make me...
Pepper Ann?
Yes?
Perhaps we could talk over an ice cream cone at the Freezy Pleasy. My treat, of course. Pepper Ann, I realize that for several years now, there's been an unspoken animosity between us.
Oh, no, I speak about it all the time. Just the other day, I was telling Nikki how annoying you...
Yes. The point is, we haven't exactly been friends, and I think it's time to change that.
Huh?
Think about it. We're both so smart and pretty. If we just quit competing and start communicating, I think that together, you and I could change the world.
Then she hugged me. There's not a kick me sign on my back, is there?
PA, can't you be working through this with Nikki? I'm communing with my muse, and she's kinda... Hold on. She's my friend! She is not oafish, she's just a little awkward.
I'll just leave you.
Forget it. My muse has deserted me like a full-bellied buzzard who has picked a carcass clean. Good riddance, if you ask me. Alice Kane has no reason to lie. Just smile and nod and reap the free conage.
Or maybe she does have a reason to lie. Maybe she's got a devious plan to one-up me. A huge, devious... Maybe I'll go work this through with Nikki. And then she said that she's always respected, even feared me.
I think it's nice that Alice Kane is making an effort to...
Making an effort to finally win. Her charitable bid for friendship is nothing but a vicious ploy to...
No, I don't think you should jump to that kind of conclusion.
To conclude this bitter rivalry once and for all, this time it's personal. Ooh, raisins.
Ah! She does this every time. Oh, sorry.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Good. Had a touch of the flu last week and it hurt my rugby game. Peppy, phone. It's Alice Kane.
Are you crazy? All communication must be initiated by me to prevent the conversation from being taped and re-edited to suit Alice Kane's diabolical purposes.
Peppy, you're being paranoid.
Alice Kane is up to something, Moose, but I found a way to beat her at her game. Always remember, Moose, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Okay.
Alice Kane, guess what? Last night, I looked in my heart and boom! There it was. Forgiveness. I want to make this friendship thing work.
Oh, I'm so relieved. I tried to call you all night last night, but your phone was busy. I was afraid you were avoiding me.
Psst, don't be silly.
Oh, I have so many plans for our new friendship.
I bet you do, Alice Kane. I bet you do.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Huh?
Let's go do fun things that best friends do, shall we?
Who will be my next volunteer? One of you two?
That's it? A Bonnie?
Peppy, why is the phone always off the hook? Someone may be trying to reach us in case of an emergency.
Well, Nut Bank kept calling about your credit card and...
Oh, well, that's different.
So, Alice Kane, you've come for a slumber party, have you?
Well, yes, you invited me to...
Yes, I did. And I'll have you know that there are no bowls of water to dip my hand in once I'm asleep, no plastic wrap to cover the toilet seat with, and I don't wear a bra, so there's nothing for you to freeze.
Pepper Ann, despite our now being friends forever and a day, I get the feeling that you still don't trust me.
Nonsense. What's not to trust?
Want to play Truth or Dare, then?
Aha! It comes out at last, Alice Kane. Ply me for my deepest, darkest secrets, then use them as grist for the rumor mill, will you? I think not.
How about we just watch TV?
Okay. You're blowing this whole thing way out of proportion. Are you crazy? Since I've been hanging out with Alice Kane, she's knocked me off a chair, driven me into a tree, drenched me with eggs. But were those things really Alice Kane's fault? Now, between you and me, you could use some beauty sleep. Sleep? Sleep? The moment I go to sleep, I become a patsy to her diabolical scheme.
Pepper Ann, you came!
Of course, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Your shoe's untied.
Ah!
You fool! You naive little princess fool! I knew that it was only a matter of time before I won your trust. Well, I was right about one thing. We won't be competing anymore. With you out of the way, I'll win every science fair, blading contest, and school election. All aboard the Bye-Bye Express!
No! Dear friend, I had to leave for the train station early this morning and didn't want to wake you.
Pepper Ann, these last few weeks have meant so much. I'm leaving Hazelnut this morning. Forever. My dad got a job offer in India, so we're moving. I didn't have the heart to tell you in person. I'm just so glad that I got to say goodbye. Not to P. Ann, my arch enemy,
but to Pepper Ann, my friend. All this time, I thought Alice Kane wanted to embarrass me, when all she really wanted was to destroy me. I foresaw your entire plan. Win my trust and lure me here with a sad letter, only to put me on the bye-bye train. But you made one fatal mistake, Alice Kane. Who takes a train to India?
Are you coming, Alice, honey?
I know you'll miss your friends in Hazelnut, but you'll make new ones in Calcutta.
They were taking a train to New York and then catching a flight to India. I had to help her raise the money to buy a new train ticket.
How'd you do that?
I put on a show in Old Man Crowley's barn. I just feel so horrible. I never even gave Alice Kane a chance. Milo, I should have just...
listened to me instead of getting all wiggy and ruining my sculpture, then realizing after the fact that all the mishaps with Alice Kane were not a result of her diabolical scheming, but of your own paranoia?
Well, yeah. And Nikki, I...
was a fool to disregard my sage advice once again, but you were enmeshed too deeply in your hatred of Alice Kane to listen to any rational advice.
Am I that...
predictable?
Oh.
Peppy, I was watching Saturday Night Slam Nation. Sister Shinsplin was on fire.
Sorry, Moose, but the only thing that'll cheer me up is a good laugh at other people's miseries.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
My car's in the shop tonight, so I had to get a rental. I'd hate to see the economy size. Anyway, since the show is about laughing not with you, but at you, every now and then we turn the cameras on you. Let's watch.
What are you doing?
Sensing that this girl was comic gold, our cameras followed her for a few days and, well, you are gonna love what they saw.
I say, Mary, what would you say to taking in a play this good night?
Oh, Abe, that sounds marvelous.
John Wilkes Booth's my name, and I'm heading to the theater to settle a score with...
John Wilkes Booth wasn't a cowboy.
Quiet in the cheap seats, Crowley.
What do you say? Are these clips grand prize winners or what? Unfortunately, Laughtown USA couldn't get in touch with the red-headed walking pratfall because her phone was always off the hook. So we gave the prize money to her straight-faced sidekick. Alice Kane, come on out!
Oh, I can't tell you how much this means to me, to my family. We were moving to India, but now my dad can afford to keep his old job in Hazelnut, and he doesn't have to uproot his family. And Pepper Ann, if you're watching, since we're staying in Hazelnut, and since you've become a national icon of buffoonery, I feel we should dissolve our friendship, lest you drag me down to your level. I offered you my friendship, but all you had in your heart was paranoia and mistrust. Well, I'll see you on the River Styx, P.N. Thank you.
Aha! I knew it! I knew that somehow, some way she'd destroy me. All this time, a camera was capturing my every move, immortalizing every embarrassing... Wait a minute. Is that...
Peppy, you're making a fool out of yourself again.